Salty Springs, one of the most popular locations in the history of Fortnite, and where this type of video was created by the most notable channel on the platform. And with the return of OG Fortnite, I decided to drop Salty 100 times, and this is what happened. Alright, we're not dropping Salty. Why, you may ask? Because this was my very first game of OG Fortnite, so I decided to land where I first landed in Fortnite ever, the containers. The reason for this was because back in Season 2, my friend encouraged me to get the game and he brought me here as he found this was a pretty good location. The reason for this was because no one really came here, so we actually had a chance of making it past the top 50. In this game someone did come here, but I dealt with them pretty quickly. Oh, turned out there was a second guy, guess he'll have to die too. Another reason why you would want to come here is to get good enough loot to get more kills, and I managed to get a total of 3 at the racetrack. But unfortunately I could only get second place. For the real first game I decided to land in the red brick house. Don't come here, it's the worst house in the game. Although it managed to get me this kill, but I died right after. Game 2 managed to go even worse, but this is to be expected as it is salty. Game 3 started off with finding no gun, but I managed to get a rift to go which I used to go to the sniper tower, where I managed to get a shotgun and I used it to kill this unarmed woman. And with the power of explosives I secured my second kill. I then got into a fight with only my shotgun, but in the end I survived but wasn't able to secure another kill. Don't worry though, I get into a few more fights, which means a few more kills. I noticed there was this guy shooting from the outskirts of the divot, so I decided to take him out and then use his hand cannon to get another kill. Dusty was still pretty packed as I managed to get 3 more kills inside of the divot, although I almost died to the 9th kill. I left the divot on low health, but with some pretty nice loot. Top 2 situation, and when the other player took the high gun for whatever reason I just didn't build, which allowed them to completely annihilate me with their rifle. In game 4 I landed at the crack house, and there was quite a lot of fighting in Salty Springs, but in the end I emerged with 7 kills. I ended up being sandwiched between 2 players in the depot, so you know how this goes. In game 5 I was going for more kills, but I lost half of my health, so I retreated down to Fatal Fields. There wasn't anyone in Fatal, so I managed to fully heal and then begin my search for more kills. I had a pretty easy second kill, but his controller might have disconnected because he just stood there. If you see someone building up, make sure to place a roof. I went into Snobby and found a guy who just didn't build. I was just wandering around Snobby when I was attacked, but with my superior shotgun, I took him down. Top 3 situation, I can see someone in that bush, but I decided to ignore them as I thought they would be a pretty terrible player and the other guy would just start shooting at me. And because of this strategy I managed to do major damage to the other player. I then retreated when I saw that the other player was taking advantage of the fight. It turns out he was nowhere near as bad as I thought, he was just doing the same strategy. When the storm started to move I took it upon myself to get superior positioning, and with a rocket launcher I managed to claim the first victory of the video. Time for some more kills in Salty Springs. I used the boogie bomb to disable a man so I could get close enough to claim the kill. You know, running across the street on low health is an easy way to get yourself killed. Sometimes all you need is a grenade launcher and a little bit of aim to get 2 kills. And you may as well get a 3rd kill whilst you're at it. Seems like I've attracted a little bit of attention. That just means I get more kills. Even hiding behind a bin would save you. And after about 6 minutes of running around, I got my 10th kill. After somehow blowing this guy up, it turned into a top 3 situation. After building a little base, I quickly turned into a 1v1. So I was raining nades on the other guy. He had a pretty good shot which forced me on the defensive. Fortunately he had to come towards me, so I managed to get a few good shots in, but I also had to move, so I used my launch pad to get superior position. And with the high ground and a well placed grenade, I claimed the Crown Royale. After those last 2 games I was beginning to get cocky. Wasn't that a mistake? Game 8 didn't go well either. In this game, I decided to land in the blue house, and I find that it is the best house in Salty Springs. This house can spawn 1 chest in the roof and 3 in the basement, which means it spawns more chests than any other house in Salty Springs. The basement will also spawn a rift which you can use to get around the map, and I used it to swiftly get my 2nd kill. And you gotta know my 3rd kill wasn't far behind, and my 4th kill was even easier. The divot is a great source of shields, but you will have to compete for it. After I maxed out my shields, I went to the depot and 3rd party to fight to steal someone's kill. I wasn't able to kill the other guy, but they weren't able to kill me thanks to the storm. I noticed there was a guy hiding in the sniper tower, so with a well placed rocket I was able to deal a lot of damage. When it actually came to fighting him, I wasn't able to get a shot in, and I had to go towards the circle, so I retreated to Pleasant Park where he couldn't find me. Storm's closing in on Haunted Hills, and I've just turned it into a top 3 situation. I spent most of the time trying to stay out of sight, and in the end I was rewarded with the best position. They both ended up fighting whilst they had to push towards me, so one of them ended up dying to the storm, and I had an easy job of just shooting at the other player until they also died to the storm. I claimed my first kill of game 10 in the basement. I then heroically shot an unarmed man in the back. Remember kids, if you want to kill a man at range, don't use a shotgun. I know this is probably a bot, but if you get hit by a rocket launcher, please build. Your aggressor's probably coming for you. You can also just use a grappling hook to get away. 1v1 situation, he managed to outbuild with the grenades I sent him, so he starts to push back. He's quite clearly better than me, so I used my grappling hook to get away, which was a mistake, as he has a hunting rifle and he hit a shot. Game 11, I killed a default on my property. I spent most of the game just running around and looting as I couldn't find another player, until I found this default. 1v1 situation, I'm pretty high up, so when he shoots at my structure, I couldn't stick the landing. Game 12, I got pickaxed to death. Remember that the best tool to stop your neighbors fighting is a rocket, but if you don't have rockets, you can always use a rifle. This is the solution to everyone's noisy neighbors. Local law enforcement can't stop you if they're also dead, which meant I could kill the whole town. Not even the local weirdos could stop me. But eventually I got caught by the feds. Game 14, the default government deported my banana rights. Same thing happened in Game 15. Looks like banana ice creams don't have rights either. Not even Banana 07 could save us. Game 18, I used my SMG instead of my rifle. Game 19. Game 20. Game 21, I used the powers of the default to dominate Salty Springs. And when the fighting was done, I was the last one standing with 4 kills. I managed to make it to the top 10 when the video cuts out. Fortunately, I noticed this during the recording, so you get to see me die in the storm for 3rd place. Game 22, I got annihilated. Game 23, I tried my best to get away. I said tried. Game 24, I ran out of mats, but still get the kill. Died right after though. I lose this shotgun fight game 25. Made it to a 1v1 in game 26, and I hit them with an early rocket launcher, but they hit me with a boogie bomb which made me panic, which ended in my death. Well, this game already looks terrible. The other player got the gun, game 28. Game 29, I did the classic mistake of not building. Game 30, I was trying to kill a man with grenades, but he deflected one back at me, so I decided to run away. When I ran away, I saw an unarmed default, so I chased him down with my shotgun to claim my first kill. Maybe coming back into Salty was a bad idea. This is bad, this is bad, this is very bad. Yes, he hasn't seen me now. Die, die, yes! After healing up, I managed to get my 3rd and 4th kill to become the victor of Salty Springs. My rampage wouldn't end there though, I had 9 kills when I was stopped by a guy with 10. Game 31, I was lost in the salt. Game 32, I made it all the way to Lucky Landing, but unfortunately, I wasn't very lucky. Game 33, I died in a puff of smoke. You know, I'm sweating game 34 as I've equipped the John Wick skin. I may have left early, but I brought the salt with me. Oh, looks like me shot it again. Remember, if you shoot at the wick, you better aim for the head. Trying to run away without building will only get you killed. Well, I guess he tried to drive away, but was still unsuccessful. I think this guy's brain shut off because he brought out the build menu and didn't build. Why hello neighbour, here's that laser you ordered. Mind if I use it on my other neighbour? 1v1 situation and he has the high ground, so I pull out my grappling hook and get onto his level. When I get up, we exchange rockets, but he ends up falling down, which gives me the opportunity to reload and blast him again for the victory royale. Does anybody remember this skin? Because I sure didn't. Not like it lasts that long anyway. Game 36 was even faster. In game 37 I managed to get not 1, not 2, but 3 entire kills. But I still died pretty quickly. Game 38 I was out for blood. I got a total of 11 kills inside of Salty Springs. I would also end up killing myself inside of Salty. Ended up being stuck behind this door frame in game 39. Got quite a few early kills in game 40. Ended up with a total of 5 before I died. I don't want to talk about game 41. Game 42 was worse. Game 43 was just infuriating. Whenever you use a boogie bomb, you'll usually get the first hit in, which often determines the victor of an early fight. Sometimes getting the first hit in allows you to kill them before they can fight back. If they end up getting the first hit, don't be afraid to box yourself in and drink a mini so you can replenish some of the shield that you just lost. This could give you the edge in a battle, as they might have not taken the opportunity to heal. If you're after more kills, you can get 2 easy kills by third-partying a fight, as both of them will likely be low. Be careful when you're going for the easy kill, because it might force you to fight a player that you otherwise would have tried to avoid. Fortunately, I had a rift to go, so I could get out of the battle without much conflict. I then took him by surprise with my rocket launcher to deplete all of his shield. Unfortunately, when he started to push, I pulled out my rocket launcher and accidentally blew myself up. I accidentally swapped to my rifle instead of my SMG. My hidden talent seems to be blowing myself up. Just couldn't catch a break. Game 46. Game 47, I pulled out my grenade instead of my rifle. Hello, sir. Here's that rocket you ordered. You know, getting your shots may help you survive. You know, I really should be building here. I'm just lucky that none of these people can aim. But because these people were shooting at me, I was able to get 2 extra kills. All that fighting attracted other players, which meant even more kills. Seems like a lot of people came to Salty. There were so many, in fact, that the number of kills I had entered the double digits. Looks like this guy's running away, let's chase him down. Well, I found someone, don't know if it was the first guy, but I ended up killing him. I'm no longer in Salty Springs, and I've just killed 2 more people in Shifty Shafts. I got my 14th kill to turn into a 1v1, but I'm on really low health. I have the high ground and I jump forward and don't place a platform below me and fall to my death. No! Game 49 shall not be discussed. The same thing applies with Game 50. Game 51 I got a very early kill at the crack house. I then bombed this man's house. I then had a pretty drawn out fight against this guy, but he spent so much time building that he never really had the chance to shoot at me, so I ended up getting the kill. I then had a very short fight with his default. I'm in the top 3 and the circle is moving, so I try to use as much cover as I can so the other players don't start shooting at me. One of the other players does start shooting at me, so I start bobbing and weaving in between structures and the storm. Now we both still have to move, so he eventually disengages so he can get to the circle. When the other 2 start fighting, I use my hand cannons to weaken them, in the hopes that I can easily kill the victor. When the victor of the fight was decided, they had to push towards me, so I did as much damage as I could, so when it came to a straight up fight, I was able to claim the victory. Game 52 I went to relax in Lazy Links, and I hit this hole-in-one. Thought you might want to know. Fast forwarding to the end of game 52, and I'm the center of attention because I'm the one everyone can see, so I end up getting shot down and I take some storm damage to get trapped behind this fence. This puts me on low enough health to get one shot by a gold pump. I'm on low health and another 1v1. What did you think was going to happen? Look at all this good loot I have. Be a shame if I missed my shots. Game 55 definitely didn't go very well. Game 56 I made the stupid decision not to build. This is a pretty bad streak. Looks like that streak's not going to stop. Hey, I made it to the top 10, let's... Back to not doing very well, game 60. Game 61 I boogie bombed myself. Why am I so bad at this game? Game 70 I missed my shot. Game 71 I'm doing some more golf. Okay, I just need to get it out of here. Now I can try and get it inside the hole. Okay, I just need to aim straight and yes, get it in. Then the owner came and killed me for not having a member's card. Died straight away at game 72. Game 73 I'm playing no build. In no build you start with 50 extra shield that can regenerate, which is why it took me 2 shots to get this kill. This default also took 2 shots before they went down. But sometimes the extra shield only lets you survive slightly longer. You know, just because you can't build doesn't mean you can't take cover behind a wall. The only sad thing is that these guys are definitely bots because they can't seem to aim. This guy definitely put down his controller as he didn't even react. Why is this bot slowly walking away from me in the middle of a fight? Hey look, someone's finally hit me. Too bad they weren't able to kill me. Why do people keep running away when they're getting shot at? This person can aim because they almost destroyed my shield. I completely melted this guy, and he dropped a chug jug so I could fully heal with a chug jug to spare. Because of the extra shield from no build, I was able to take this guy down and not have to take a single shield potion to get back to full. This meant I was on full health when I was fighting this guy, so I easily came out on top. I then spent a long time just waiting on the top of the hill. Top 3 situation, and when I started moving I took a little bit of damage, but not enough to be concerned about. I then sat under this tree waiting for the right moment to strike. When he was forced to move, I pulled out my scar and melted him to get the Crown Royale. Game 74 I died to a pickaxe. As we all know, the burst rifle is worse than the assault rifle. For whatever reason, I seem to be missing 2 games, so from now on this will be classed as game 78 to not confuse me or you. Not like this game is interesting enough to talk about anyway. For some reason, I didn't use my gun. Rifle against shotgun never ends well. Remember that if you get boogie bombed, you're basically dead. Game 82, I get one tapped. I had a purple pistol, they had a grey pistol. As I was looking for a player that I damaged earlier, I ended up getting third-partied, so I had to defend myself from 2 other players. I only called a break when they started fighting each other, which allowed me to drink a couple minis and move to a safer platform. I did end up finding somebody else up there, but my aim was better. And I also killed this third party. This guy not only didn't protect himself, he also didn't react to my sniper shot allowing me to kill him. I do not recommend shooting at someone and missing all your shots, as they'll usually end in your death. I do recommend that if you're going to steal a kill, you should use a sniper rifle, as it's usually an easy kill without that much danger. It also helps if their opponent isn't very good at the game. I may have skipped most of this fight, but all you need to know is that I almost died, but I didn't. But that doesn't stop me from falling short of first place. Shotguns may be a very strong weapon, but it's only strong if you hit your shots. Here's an example of the pump being used effectively. Here's another good example of me using the shotgun. And here's me dying to a shotgun. Game 85 I barely escaped with 3 health. After healing up, I get 3 quick and easy hunting rifle kills. In Fatal Fields I gave 2 players fatal injuries. And then me and this other player somehow took each other out. This means that somehow our bullets hit at the exact same time, killing each other, which I thought was impossible in Fortnite. In game 86 I don't even come close to killing the other player. Having an actual rifle might have saved me in this situation. In this game, I couldn't hit a shot, and I was getting shot by 2 people. Game 89, they had the high ground. Game 90 was just bad. We're now in the final 10 games of the 100 drops. And this is normally where I would show how I've improved over these games, but these are genuinely the worst 10 games of the entire video. My death in game 91 came from my decision to use the shotgun over the LMG. My death in game 92 came from poor aim. In game 93, I just didn't get a gun. Game 94, I was getting shot at by multiple people. Game 95, I couldn't pull out the shotgun in time. Game 96, I missed my shot, they hit theirs. Game 97, I just wasn't very accurate. Game 98, they had a shotgun. Game 99, I die in seconds. Before I show you how I die in game 100, I do want to mention there is another OG Fortnite 100 drops in the works, so if you want to see that, hit the like button and subscribe. But anyway, I died to a burst rifle. There you have it, all 100 drops into Salty Springs. It was nice to return to the OG map, and I hope you all enjoyed this 100 drops. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.